know that both of these teams are going through changes right now, a transition period, especially with the likes of Endpoint. We know there's turmoil within that squad. Maybe a chance to prove yourself as an individual, showcase your talents, and show us what you're made of on the big stage right now. That would make sense, right? So at least turn up and have a big performance here. That could be something.
And we've definitely seen some good players come out from Endpoint. I think this kind of all shifts the perspective. But I'd say overall, Endpoint have been a great team to look at. For me personally, Pickles, Mighty Max, Ruler, these three to me have stood out massively, at least recently.
Yeah.
I know the others can definitely play. Jesp and Cryptix, there's no dispute in that. They were just quiet today for me.
Yeah, Cryptix especially. It was disappointing to see him pretty much the biggest game of the tournament for them, him not arriving whatsoever. Like towards the very latter stages of the game there, 9 kills wasn't really enough for someone of his caliber. But still, we do go into cash, ladies and gentlemen. Just to reiterate, it's one of those games we're not really expecting much from Endpoint, but Reason Gaming, look at that 2-0, just to finish the season off on a high for them. They won't be making it to the playoffs, but they're potentially rebuilding with this lineup as Maze coming in full-time. We're not so sure. We'll find out as time goes on, but for now, it will be 4 sets of armor. Cray with the PT-50 smoke, similar to what we saw in Train as well. Rush middle, boys. Why not? Eternal Orthodox, but we're just going for it, and they'll go towards the B split here as well.
Henry, I think I've seen these strats before.
Yeah.
I think I do these strats.
Well, there you go.
They don't work out as well. Clearly I don't bring the mace effect, but Jesper's still on site. Hasn't been overwhelmed yet. Challenging 1 by 1 always goes well, I find. Reason just running in there at the moment, it seems. But this is gonna be one of those sloppy games. It's gonna be hard to find things to look at. And as much as as a caster you look at, it's like, guys, why don't you just lie to us perpetually, which we normally do. But this is gonna be very tricky because this round's been a little bit ridiculous so far.
We normally do lie, it's true. We try and build up storylines that maybe don't exist, but it's difficult with this one, I have to say. But still, it's going to be Endpoint, Jesper especially. He's one of those players, right? Like I said, he's a Swedish player in the UK scene, not particularly known worldwide, but he is, at least on my radar, a decent bragger. And he should be performing here. Every chance he gets to be on stream and show himself as a player, he should be stepping up. 3 kills there in the pistol, looking pretty strong towards the B side. I don't think we'll see much in terms of a tactical masterclass here from either side. I don't think we'll see any tactical timeouts. I can almost guarantee you won't see a single one of those in this game.
If I was Reason, I'd be calling them as much as possible.
Yeah, just get in their heads.
Why not?
Yeah.
Ruin some friendships while you're here.
Why not?
All mates.
Well, it's going to be an aggressive play here from old Charlie Pickles. He finds 2 kills with the UMP there. Mighty Max chiming in as well with that UMP. Should be quite a clean sweep here. The bomb did go down in the first round, so I feel like they'll be buying up the next round. This was a pretty much full eco from what I can gather. Didn't really quite catch it at the start, but 3 kills with Mighty Max. Pickles with 2 there. And there it is, the 2-0 coming in. Oh, they didn't get the bomb down from what I can see. Maybe they took a full eco with the view to buy up in this one. We'll see what they decide to do, Reason Gaming here. Could get a couple of AKs out if they wanted to. There it is. They are going to do that.
Any chance I feel you're going to say the words, oh, they could do this, I feel they're going to go for it.
Yeah.
It's one of those where it's just like, let's go on the buy.
Well, we'll go for it. We'll see what happens. So no bomb going down there, but a full eco in a second. This is another tactic that G2 brings to the table as well in top tier CS. It's something a lot of teams have been experimenting with, the surprise buy, if you will. But most teams, when they can sense you've got no armor in that second round, they're going to be expecting potentially this could be a likely outcome. But still, Jess boosted up. Silent for now doesn't fully commit. He knows that they could be on the other side. Nice movement, does get behind them, but he finds the kill just about. There it is.
That's a bit awkward, isn't it? And there was even a player boosted on kind of T-red in middle to expect this and just gets away scot-free. He's like, well, I walked through main, I found one who wasn't looking at me, and I'm having a lovely time of it. Gone walkabouts. Thomas is kind of curious where he's gone to. Doesn't really want to walk back towards A main. The lockers and the crossfire you can set up playing in through main is just not fun. Simple as that. Still a 3-man play over towards B as well, so bit of a stack here mid, completely left open, and we do see that push coming from Charlie Pickles towards A main, so kind of just gaining ground here. Endpoint not giving up much. Reason going to find it hard to fight back into this. They're going to need to land some back-to-back bangers, basically, simple as that, but see if they can get down Charlie Pickles for free, and then it all becomes a little bit more possible. But there should be a flash builder played in from Jesp if he feels pressure or hears anything, or gets that first bit of contact.
5 and 4 for now. Pickles in a defense position. Manages to get the headshot there, takes down Mates, and at least gets information, calls the rotations, and delays them somewhat as well. So the Jets now to cause more damage here from the quad position as well. Trying to stay alive. His teammates helping him out with the flashbangs there. He's down to 3 points FL, but the flashbangs are so good. Wow. The synergy is still there for Endpoint. Down to the 2-on-2 though. Reason not going down about a fight just yet, but that bomb site has been covered in flames with time ticking away as well. This is not looking too good for Reason, I have to say.
Look at Endpoint, they're just pushing in with the SMGs here, up close and personal. This could work out. Carl Pang is 14 HP. And there's Cryptix getting some kills on the board too, to be precise.
Well, It's all for naught, really. A chance for Cryptic to turn up here and redeem himself, but unfortunately the damage has already been done. They will not be making the playoffs, but a decent round there from Endpoint, at least working together. As I said, it was Jets buying time from the quad position. Flashbangs from his teammates were very good indeed. He managed to find a couple of frags there, but ultimately Reason Gaming with that interesting force buy in the third round didn't really work out for them. They go to number 4 here with another eco. Deagle, CZ to PT-50, no armor, no nades. Should be quite an easy round here for Endpoint unless someone goes absolutely wild here with the opening 1 digs.
Cinder having a little look. No one's pushed up towards that snack spot, but already Thomas taking a lick of damage there, down to 32. He's just spamming away. He's having a nice time. I've done my work. I can just have fun now. Cinder, again turning the flash. No one's really pushed up close, not really giving many opportunities for these CZs and P250s, and the Deagle can always do something, but not much to be found on this. Maybe Cryptic's on the other side, who's having a good game so far. If he gets overwhelmed, it might be the end of that little bit of a tear, but he's been showing a little bit of potential in this one. Nice easy farming, or at least it should be. Rifle recovered by Mace here, doesn't get to use it too much as Ruler already takes it out of his hands. And Cryptic's making a bit of a meal of this one, so Ruler will come in and keep it nice and clean. 4 alive.
Clean round indeed. Reason not really turning up as of yet on cash. Endpoint still keeping their heads above water. Doesn't look like things are too kind of argumentative over there. Still quite happy to play on the cash here. It's 4-0 in their favour. It's round number 5. No orbs for Reason Gaming here. 5 AK-47s. I want to see maybe the orb come out once again, especially on the Reason side. We did see some great shots there earlier, but still, for now, we do go into round number 5 here. It's up to Mace, who's been boosted up towards middle to stop any CT aggression here. It's definitely one of the maps where we can see options for the CT to start. That's why I like casting it so much. The CTs like Pickles is doing right now. You have options to hunt for frags here towards main entrance, squeaky door towards middle as well. That boost we saw from Jesp earlier. That's why it's one of the most exciting maps we have in CS at the moment.
Love a bit of cache. Thomas having a little bit of a linger through middle. Spots at least one out. He knows the Ruler's there now. Flash could come in for Ruler. Could allow him to play into it. Nice work from the CT side. Bit of aggression coming through. But Thomas did find the frag back towards middle. So again, it feels like Endpoint can't get that clean advantage yet. But still, you can see Charlie Pickles pushing right up into main. This guy just wants action, doesn't he, really?
He's lucky to get away with that one.
How did he get away with that?
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's hoping for with the UMP in hand as well, taking that sort of phase, but gets away with it. Sort of 4-4, and time ticking away now. We're at the 50-second mark. The bomb will be making its way towards A. We have one player in Squeaky Door. They can execute here, still have all their smokes and Molotovs, so probably Molotov towards MBK, smoke towards Highway, Molotov that core position as well. It's up to Pickles to delay them as Mighty Max goes in towards Forklift.
It's a dangerous spot to get yourself in towards. Gets a little scary at this sort of point. Hard to back away from, but he's playing it as far back as he can. A little safer from Squeak while the smoke's still up, but the Molly buys him a little bit more time. Scared now, nervous maybe, tries to get out of here safely, and he does. Spotted though, I can imagine, and here come the Mollies. This should be the hit from Reason. Charlie Pickles though, good adjustment, but he can't follow up. Mace there, trades out well, and it's Mighty Max waiting in the back. Waiting patiently by quad, but overwhelmed and outnumbered. 3 players get the job done, and Bomb Plant should come in with 10 seconds remaining.
Should do, absolutely. A nice shot from Thomas as well. Hopefully the first round for Reason to be posted at this point. It's up to Jess now in the 3-versus-1 clutch. No nades to work with, but he has got to get, but it's all for naught. Thomas takes him down. A little bit chaotic there on the A bomb side. Didn't feel like Reason had time to get the bomb down there, but a nice kill towards quad, secured in the plant, and indeed the round as well. The first round on the board. It'll be 4-1 at this point, and a chance for Endpoint to reset them here. It was still a difficult round for Reason to pick up, so the orb comes out for Ruler. We know how strong he was on train. Unfortunately, he didn't convert to a map victory, but he did have some very, very good rounds with the AWP. Jeff certainly limited going to round number 6 as well, just down to the CZ. So both teams on the brink of destruction here in terms of the financial situation.
Yeah, and I can only imagine what maybe would have happened if Ruler maybe got that orb going on that T side a little bit more, had more of an opportunity with it.
Yeah.
Didn't have it at all, really. He was, you know, barely able to get a rifle up. Nice little fly through, but mostly to show off the fact that Charlie Pickles had a little bit of a boost. So he's up there. Can hold that. They can kind of not necessarily leave him solo, but you can kind of pull a player away, maybe double up towards Highway, pull a player towards Connector. Plenty of options. Ruler's pretty happy here, though. A bit of a deep angle. Does get tagged, forced off this one. Gun barrel certainly showing. And a little bit more as well, as the tag does put him down to 42. And Reason taking their time here. Very patient play.
Certainly is. Trying to push the CDs back. There's actually no presence towards middle whatsoever. They'll be boosting up at this point as well. Utilizing all their grenades still. They want to make sure these are clean and effective rounds. You can see the smokes towards Connector, the Molotovs at vents and sandbags as well. Cinder has ascertained the mid will be clear Cryptics towards the checkers area. Do not let the X-ray kind of mislead you there. As we enter the 45-second mark as well. It will be a B split indeed. You can see them getting towards events here. Probably a flash coming in towards checkers. Cryptics going to be challenged here. Can't find the first kill. That's sloppy from him once again, but it will be Jess stepping up with a CZ. Can he find a second frag? Doesn't look likely. Has to reload the pistol. That takes a lot of time. So Mighty Max now left to defend the B-bomb side.
But surely an ace up the sleeve. 3 players, you don't expect it. 2 is probably about right, and there's the bomb down now. He's still on site. Cray's the next one to challenge. Somehow kills him there. Didn't look anywhere near like he could, but he did. Ruler now left in the 1v2. Bomb left on the site. Doesn't need to play into this too much. I'm pretty sure he knows this is here, but he wants to get that quick kill on the cross and bring it down to a 1v1. But with 8 seconds remaining, the bomb surely to be planted. Cinder will be the one to shut this round down in the end. Got a little bit scary there, but it was kept in check.
Yeah, and like we said, that's a big round. Whoever won that one was actually going to force an eco to the opposition. So it's going to be Reason Gaming just about with Rulo, the AWP, expecting him to step up there. Only finds 1 kill. The B-bomb side, Reason Gaming finding it open mid-area there. And we feel like Cryptics, he had to step up. He could feel them coming. He had the information they're coming towards the vent. Gets to dink off, but can't find a follow-up shot. And it falls apart the B-bomb side. Like he said, the third player there as well, Mighty Max, drops the bomb, buys some time, but unfortunately it doesn't work out for Endpoint. 4-2 still in their favor, but we're certain to be 4-3 here. As we enter round number 7, they've just got the default pistols. Ruler with a PT-50, just with a flashbang, not looking too good. They get 1 kill here. I think that's about as good as it's going to get.
Molly comes out. Jess, better use that flash soon. There it is, comes through. All players face, and it doesn't go so well. Reason, sweep them all up and send them all back home. 5 alive, no problem there. Nice little idea. I like the idea of just using a flash. Try and do something. Try and make something happen. Why not? A very light.
Yeah, you can normally stack towards middle. A flashbang at the right time, get a little bit lucky in that sense. You can get a couple of kills potentially there.
Why not? But at least a buy for both sides. So 4-3. This game, I'm kind of surprised it hasn't torn away in one team's favor yet, if I'm completely honest. It looks like both teams are coming in a little flat in comparison to the fire we saw Broyne on the last map on Train. But, you know, it's still relatively early doors. It's 4-3. I kind of expected Reason to be kind of just running with this one, but maybe they've just kind of sat back a little bit. The boost comes in from Cinder, but he's waiting. He's waiting to see if there's a boost coming in from the other side, which has been a regular occurrence, to be fair.
Karma, first shot going in his favor, takes down Ruler. This is another buy from Endpoint, not the best though. You can see they've got the M4s, but only 1 kit, limited in utility. We're at the 1:25 mark. They have 3 flashbangs left. That's not going to be good enough to hold off an execution here. They need to be working harder for these kills. You see Jets maybe flirting the idea of boosting his teammate out. I think that has to happen here. They have to find a kill. They cannot allow this final play to come in from the teams, but Jets with good timing does find 1. Looking for the second as well. Gets the dink in, but can't quite find the frag. Still the man advantage there is Reason, and they know they've bled out Endpoint here.
Looking at this though, Mighty Max and Cryptics are in a good place. There is only 1 man on A, Charlie Pickles, but Charlie Pickles has been pushing up a lot. Mighty Max does show his hand through vent, backs away from it, and middle now falls comfortably into the place of Reason. And now A side looking very vulnerable. Sadly for Cryptics, he can't make it to the truck in time. He could only play out from connector. They're both going to play towards the truck, but Thomas is already there, and he's landing shots pretty swiftly. Except for Cryptics. Hey, it could happen, but it's unlikely in an afterplant. Bear in mind, you still have Mace already close on highway. You've got the other 2 players just playing the afterplant positions.
Well then, Cryptics, M4 in hand, this was a very difficult buy for Endpoint. I don't think he'll get much more out of this. Mace takes him down. One of the new faces here of the Elite Series, and a lot of people seem to be impressed with his performances so far. Good fragging on Train, especially, was instrumental in finding that first map for Reason and denying playoff placement for Endpoint. That's got to be the main storyline of today. Infuse, especially coming in here looking like they were the favorites and then going down 0-2. That was gutting for them. I thought that would be the biggest heartbreak of the day, but Endpoint as well, up against Reason Gaming, who are not have any sort of contention to make it to the playoffs. They're the ones to deny it, and it's going to be XL, the Dark Horses, that managed to find that 4th spot. But here we go, round number 9, another eco for Endpoint. Deagles, CZs, set of body armor for Pickles as well. Not really sure what that's going to do for him against those AKs, but we'll find out as we enter round number 9. Molotov towards middle, pushing his CT back. It seems like Reason Gaming. Oh, yeah, you're right. Didn't quite spot that. Jess was hiding. That can be quite a little sneaky angle, but just a deagle, you're not going to find too much there.
Yeah. I did feel as though there may have been a chance then, just because he didn't check on it. The first time he swung out wide, it just didn't, click into head. And could have happened, but it didn't. All threats have been nullified to this point. Charlie Pickles, the man who bought armor. Let's see if it works out. That's a no. I think we realized why most people don't do that. Ruler now. An easy 1v5, I believe. I've seen this before. I've seen you win these, Ruler.
Yeah,
No problem.
I'm
Yep.
believing right now. CZ
Yep.
in hand,
Bosh.
bomb down the other side, but he got very unlucky there. Thomas takes him down. But there it is. Reason actually do take the lead here. Looking for the 2-0, Lauren. After having the 4-0 deficit against them, they could actually surprise them. But just to anyone who's just joining in as well, Endpoint, after losing the first map, they cannot make the playoffs. Same story for Reason as well. Unfortunately, this game doesn't mean too much into the final standings, but for Reason, they'll be rebuilding to the next season and trying to maybe test out Mace's potential here. Maybe is he a good fit? Endpoint with an interesting approach here, Lauren. They've got 3 orbs on Cash. You don't see this every day, but it's potentially the savior for Endpoint here as we go into round number 10.
3 AWPs.
Yep.
Whoa. That's always the awkward one when you look around in spawn going, why have you bought one?
It's
But
working.
so far, is it?
No.
We had our hopes up.
I'm trying to lie to people. You're not letting me.
Oh, God, I'm so sorry. It was working, Henry, and that is brilliant, though. Lovely work from Cryptix, but it was the flash that did it all for him. Whoever set that up, whoever put that into motion, is the MVP of this round. It's just left Cray alive, of course. That could have been very different. He was outnumbered, outgunned, and they would have probably had that B site.
But now, though, Cray by himself, 4 versus 1. Surely he can't do anything with this one. Cryptix finding some form in some of the bigger rounds here on Cash, but fortunately we needed to see that on Train, but doesn't seem to be the case, unfortunately, for him today. We'll have a chance here for Cray to potentially just shut down some of the money for Endpoint. He's in a decent position in terms of heading towards CT spawn here, but they'll be almost certainly having a player watching the flanks, and I think that's going to be Jess. He's towards heaven, just making sure no one come in the back. He could find Ruler, though, with his pants down, but Jess, he knows there's a possibility and shuts it down. There it is. To the 3 ops, it is working for now, at least. No celebrations on the CT side.
Just
very
dead
docile situation,
silence.
yeah.
You can always tell when there's no camera shots coming through. You know what I mean? It's just like, do you want to zoom in on the very dulcet tones of either side?
Yeah.
Nah, let's just stick to the game.
Stick to the game.
Stick to the game. So it's a good shout. How many AWPs do we have up?
Just 2.
On both sides, at
On
least.
both sides.
That's
right.
exciting. Someone could end up with 4 on one team if it.
Oh,
hello.
hits
What
him.
was that?
Okay.
Jesper's having a bit of a mare here. He's not having the best of times in middle.
Certainly not. Well, round number 11.
Shoot
Double
through
AWP
the wall,
setup.
Thomas.
Yeah, just straight up wallbang. Well, his teammate presumably opens up the door for him. There it is. He looks towards highway, but Ruler, he says no. He takes down the player towards main entrance. He's actually towards that core position as well. Thomas trying to refrag here. I don't think it'll be possible unless Cryptis gifts it to him. Almost does on the plate there, but can't hit the shot just yet.
Sadly for Thomas, he doesn't have a Molotov. You can easily molly that spot out from here.
Ooh.
Oh my word, do it again. Do it again, Thomas. Let's go. Just for the funsies. This is what I'm here for. Obviously this game, you know, has a little bit more value to just the wallbang into quad, but
We want it. We do want it.
honestly, the guys I play against in matchmaking on any occasion would have landed that every day of the week. Almost certain.
Every shot. Every single time.
Every single shot's perfect. Don't worry about it. Try and fall back to sight, still kill you. It's a joy, isn't it? 3 players still towards A, Henry. And yeah, neither team really wanted to make that kind of full commitment here. You can see Reason still playing towards middle. 35 seconds left, bear in mind. They're very, very slow on these T sides.
Yeah, they want it, don't they? Well, they are a man down for now. Karma was the first player to drop. We've got 25 seconds remaining. It's going to be an awkward exchange towards the A side. Pandemonium about to ensue as Cryptix and Charlie Pickles wait towards the quad position. It's Thomas with the AWP. That's brave, but he hits the shot somehow. Now Pickles surely mows them down here. There's the first shot from him. Looking for the 3-man, but it's not going to happen. 10 seconds remaining. The plant has to come in. But still, we do have Ruler at the back there. AWP hits another shot. That's the round shut down as well. No time to plant, but Mace causing damage. That's all we'll be able to do here. 2 players survive for Endpoint. I said it would be quite chaotic there towards the A side. It's certainly delivered. The Ruler staying alive and managing to shut down that situation at quad.
Yeah, a couple more seconds either side. That could have gone maybe a different way, but it was what it was, and it did fall in the hands of, I guess, the man who played it cool, calm, and collected to a degree. It was still kind of scary. The swarm, the final kind of Zerg rush. Do you play much StarCraft, Henry?
Loads, yeah, love all that. What is it? No, never played StarCraft.
Never played StarCraft.
I'll play along.
My word.
No, I've never done it.
Remasters out, very exciting times. Mighty
Sponsored
Max.
by them as well, or?
No, Blizzard don't like me.
Fair enough.
I'm not sold out yet to Overwatch. That's
Okay.
when you're really digging deep. You know? Love you, Mitch. Cinder having a little wonder about in middle, and Endpoint again just kind of fall back very passively. This has been a very weird game of Cash. I don't know. This doesn't seem to flow in the right sort of way it normally does, and Reason being gifted middle for free with 5 alive.
Well, that's where Endpoint have been struggling here, but Cinder, quiet game from him so far, but that's a hell of a shot to take down Charlie Pickles there. Now it's a 4-on-4. He balances the books, and now heading towards B by the looks of things here. Maybe the B split, they're heading back towards middle, but Karma hits another shot towards Ruler. That's the orb shut down. They have the man advantage, and it's going to be Cinder leading the charge. He's the low HP player, right? So he can get the information for his teammates, bait out a shot, and then they can find the frag here as he edges in towards first. But the B side's open, Lauren. They're taking the bait. They think it's an A-sided approach, and they could just walk into an open bomb side. Obviously, Reason aren't aware of that situation, but Cryptics and Jess, they seem to have no idea. This could be a potential here, and they'll fall back. No. They know they're out of position. They're going to flash through and hope for the best here.
It's not the dream, but the flashes from Endpoint are so damn good. They're actually giving themselves chances, but obviously the flash dissipates, and it's just
That's with the bomb and spawn, by the way. Be careful.
What?
Hello?
What?
Cray? Having a bit of a nightmare there. Doesn't want to win the round, it seems.
Why are you like this? Why are you like this, Cray?
That's the bomb, but they've recovered it. No harm, no foul.
Have they, Henry? Is there no harm? Is there no foul? Because right now I'm getting nervous. There was 2 left alive. 1 was very low. What is going on?
For anyone who's not aware, that is a bit of a blunder in many respects. You've got the bomb on your back. That's the bomb side there. If you run past towards CD spawn, you'll be by yourself as well. There's no refrag potential there. If he goes down, that's pretty much round over. Yep. But they started hitting some shots. It was fine in the end, but still very scary at that point. It will be 6-6 as it will be Endpoint now. AWP, M4. Not sure what money they've got left. Have a quick look at the score, but that'd be lovely. There it is. So they are fully all into this one, Lauren. Number 13, Mighty Max with the AWP. Rudo with the M4. No utility, no kits. It has to be Mighty Max. He needs to be more aggressive in this, I feel like. Yeah, they need to hold it more aggressive line here, but Karma's waiting for him, takes him down. He had to do something like that. He couldn't just sit back. They needed to find kills very quickly.
The late A main peak is
it's not the best.
It's a cruel mistress. You kind of fancy it. You need
like a flash or a deep smoke to kind of buy that kind of map control there. It's maybe the thought of you can surprise him, but more often than not, the AWP is going to be holding that angle.
At least Ruler's got his hand on the AWP. We saw what he could do before, but sadly he's in such an awkward... What? What is this game, Henry? I can't deal with this. Thank you. Cinder there, mostly, for dealing with that one. But we've got Charlie Pickles just going on a Dora the Explorer mission through Squeaky. Cinder's having a little walk towards Truck, and Jesp is on that side, but I don't know how much he's going to get done. He does land the shot. That's big, actually. Cinder going down makes this a little interesting. Charlie Pickles is low bear, in the back of your mind. Keep that a bit of a back burner, but Common Pangia and Crave getting a little nervous now. It was looking like a bit of a gift, but not so much anymore.
No kits over the CTs. Sure, this round might be a little bit uncomfortable. It's very unlikely the CTs win, but Charlie Pickles hits another shot. They need to be defusing that right now. They can't really play off to each other, and that's it. That's the round over. Lovely shot from Karma Pangia. Nice little flick there, but that's all the CTs can really do with that one. They made things uncomfortable, but as you can see, no one even really talking about the situation. Reason, fair play to them. They've turned up every week, and they've always looked like they're really up for it. And even in this particular instance where they know they can't make the playoffs, they're still screaming, they're still looking happy. And you love to see that, Lauren. They play CSGO because they love it, and they're happy to be here. That's good to see,
You love to see it. The UK scene, it just brings you back, doesn't it, Henry?
Yeah, it rolls back the years for me.
You love that phrase.
No, just seeing some of the heartbreak today, it is reminding me, like, God, I never want to feel that ever again.
I'm fine being
just reminding me of, like, when you had those kind of feelings in your stomach, how you feel.
Yeah,
not for me anymore.
No, you saw Neil at the end of the game come back through, and he was absolutely gutted. But nice work there. But that was the kind of aggression towards A main I don't mind seeing. A little bit of a flash in. Well, oh, that's a follow-up. Ruler, very nice. Standing at the bomb. If the bomb was there, that could have been something different. But you can see Reason just turning tail. Like, all right, but they're not a B, are they? Let's skedaddle over there. But Cryptics lands the deagle. Feels like I'm casting matchmaking with these kills. I don't know what's going on. Thomas as well, keeping this in mind. The bomb's sadly been left in middle. He has to go back through this. He has to walk back into such a troubled land. I don't know, Henry. Do you know what?
We didn't expect much from this game, to be fair, so we're not going to criticize too much. It's fine. But like Thomas said, he could have waited for his teammate. He was towards the bench, just pre-firing every single angle with the AK, making a lot of noise, and allowing TD to take him down. Unfortunately, the bomb was down. They had time to work with, but now Cinder left in almost an unwinnable situation. We find this first kill. Maybe there's some signs of hope, but for now, 40 seconds remain. He's towards the mid-entrance. Max presumably takes him down, but there's a hell of a shot. Finds him, takes it down to the 2 versus 1. The flashbang's pretty decent as well, but Cryptics, blind, manages to fire the shot there. At least to equal things up at 7-7. No one cheering though, of course. You can see quite silent there. But Cryptics did say a word. Maybe he said he can drop a weapon, so that's fine. But here's round number 15.
you know what we haven't discussed? If things, you know, get a little bit dry on conversation topics, there's always Cuba.
There is.
Lovely.
We haven't mentioned
We
Cuba.
haven't. That's the thing.
I feel like we could have done more puns with it as well. He could have like said he's got his Cuban heels on, he's dancing all over them, something like that, you know.
Henry.
Well, I think we've
What a wordsmith
maybe
we
we've got
have here.
for next season. We can build it up
Bring
when he
back
goes on
the-
holiday next season. What's the destination going to be? You don't know. Could be something even more exotic.
Well, we'll find we'll find out soon enough, I can imagine. Thomas with the CZ is going to find one, but it's Cinder to break through and control the A site. Crypto's going to play back in on his own. He fancies a bit of a go of it. Why not? This is essentially looking like every other pug we've seen ever. Mighty Maxo on the flank. Might have a good shout at this one. Bomb is down, so the clock is ticking favourably towards Reason this time. With a smoke and a flash left, they can still lock off sides, but why not stand on quad as well? Be the mobile turret, Thomas. There it is. And that's how you end in a half. But finally, a little bit of a woo, a little bit of a...
Yeah.
We're all having a nice time.
Bit of excitement in the arena there. So it will be Reason Gaming after going 4-0 down, finishing the half with the victory there, 8-7 in their favour. Endpoint going from bad to worse now after losing the first round, not making the playoffs. Might get 2-0'd here by Reason, who are, I guess, are considered one of the weaker teams in the Elite Series.
I think the
don't
bottom of
think
the
they've had a
standings.
win ever. They've had 2 draws and then 4 losses, I believe. So to have a win here, to finish the season off, Lauren, with a win, I guess that's something,
Brilliant.
right? Like they're building towards next season. So that would be just a nice end note for them, I think.
No, I completely agree. Because let's bear in mind, they did play a while with a stand-in. They've had a very rocky kind of situation. They've picked up decent victories in one map, so that's the problem. It's been the occasional here and there. It hasn't been that, okay, collective 2-0, which sadly didn't sit by them. But what a way to end out a season or close out towards that if they can maybe make this count. You can...
Jovial
Seems happy enough.
Yeah.
He's done what, you know, he's done the damage he could do, right? That first map was it. That was the dagger in the back. That was everything you wanted to see. You can see what's happened to the other side, of course. It's a horrible feeling to then go, well, we've got another map of this.
Yeah, that's got to be pretty rough. After knowing you're not making the playoffs, you've got to play another map now, by the way. So it's like, oh, no.
It's not fun.
No.
But, you know, this is how it is. There's cause and effect and all that jazz. 7-8. Reason do lead. It's been a very weird half so far. It's very individual. It's very disjointed. I'm hoping we see a bit more. I'd love to see Endpoint pull it together for this T side. Just close it out. Don't let it fall too far.
Yeah.
Keep a little bit going.
If Endpoint had one of the first map, this one would be super hype right now. But I guess we did get some drama and some excitement in the first. We dumped everything we had in the first map. But still, it will be Cray fighting back. There's 2 nice headshots for him. Mace, he chimes in as well. Before I can even really get hyped up with the round, it's a clean sweep of Reason Gaming. 1 tap, USB headshots all over the shop as well. Mace showing us what he's made of there time and time again. Seems like a decent little fragger, I have to say.
Yeah, all headshots looking clean. I like that. Can't go wrong. There's Cray at the start too, and there's Mace from Highway. There's no smoke being put down. They had a smoke.
It's a bit rough, isn't it? You do want to smoke Highway. You want to, if you're not going to smoke anywhere, if you've got one smoke, just put it down there, because then you can eradicate some sort of a risk, right? If you're just going completely clean, you're almost destined to lose the round, unfortunately. I guess at this point they probably just said, do you just want to rush A? Do you just want to see what happens? You do need one smoke down.
You sound like that when you suggest things, Henry. Is that the dejected tone that comes in with gaming with you? Fair enough. All right, I'll take the hit.
Dejected tone.
Cinder is the man I want to watch, because if CS wasn't already getting questionable enough, we've got the female CS gun coming out, so I hope we get to see a bit of that. Thomas, though, having a lovely time in middle, just free farming. We're going to... There it is. There's that sound I hate hearing as COG Red flashbacks come to mind. But
you
around the
casted that
board.
game, didn't you?
Yeah, with Moses.
Yeah. I think I was supposed to do it, but then...
Yeah.
Oh, no, was that a different...
That was Oakland.
Okay, you're right.
Don't worry. Katowice was a whole different deal.
It was the one I wasn't part of, because I probably wouldn't have showed up again. But
No, you did actually cast the finals, Henry.
did I really?
Yes.
Guys, heady days, Lauren. It's different time. Can't really remember much from
Long
last
time
year.
ago.
Yeah.
Katowice was very busy. Let's bear in mind we were long days. 10-7, and Endpoint now going to suffer throughout this one. Their money's in a weird place. Couple of deagles, bit of armor. Don't know what they can achieve with this. They're giving it a good go. If they can get a gun away or two, that'd be pretty nice, but you're not going to get much. That's the thing. You get a P90 away? Brilliant.
I'm interested to see where the Endpoint money's at right now, considering they've got 3 players with head armor. So they've got 3 players going all in, and 2 of them not. Like, what's the play here? Well, I feel like that just shows you that everything's just falling apart at the seams, and if you've got 3 players going all in and 2 that are not, it doesn't really make much sense. It means you pretty much have to go next round, but still there's always a chance they can find these headshots with the deagles. There's one. Lauren, we have a chance here.
It's the P90 that speaks to me, Henry. I am excited to see Mighty Max destroy the opponents. Thomas, though, having a little wander in. Just pre-firing with the deagle, doesn't land it. Charlie Pickles keeping things together. He's prepared, he's ready.
Keeping it together.
He's going to bring this one back. Cray catching a flash as well. Look, it's fine. It's not fine. It's falling apart drastically. There's the P90 though, the game changer. The new meta's come in. It's better than the M4 clearly. Oh, Mace, lovely work towards Cryptix, but the 1v1, he does have a kit, does have a flash.
It works!
Kill. Jesus
no way.
Christ.
Lauren, tell us why you're upset with that one. Why don't you like that? What is the problem with that?
I think everyone giggling in the crowd understands why. Henry, do I need to explain
Break
to you?
it down for me. Yeah,
No,
I have
Henry,
to do this.
Henry, no. I think we're just going to leave it on
Just
that for
gonna
this
leave
game.
it? Okay.
I think for now,
Okay,
I'm... no.
I just saw an auto sniper come out, so I'm excited.
Oh, is that your gun of choice?
Yeah, now that's you like the P90, I like the auto sniper, but
Nice.
that's Mace. You have to say, like, before the flash was over, went for the full commitment there with the spray. It works out for him, and the auto sniper, it is out for Karma this time, and we'll see whether we can jump on board with him and see if we can cause some significant damage here. Not going to be going aggressive, I don't like that, but it's going to be Pickles open things up, takes down Thomas, and here he goes, fighting towards middle here. It's Cinder once again, kills all over the place, and it's coming to life now. The auto sniper mows down Cryptix, and now the B site is going to be open though. No double frag potential there this time.
Henry, you got very excited.
I love it. This is what I live for.
Love a bit of it.
Yeah.
Didn't do the damage I wanted. There were so many opportunities there. I was excited. But that has certainly dwindled. As it's retake time. Ruler, Mighty Max, and Jesp. Jesper playing under the top. Smoke comes in. Vent's not broken. I don't know where it's coming from, but this, you know, it almost describes they have synergy on these after plant positions, which they should do. Mighty Max, are you pushing CT? No. This should be done. They should actually just save. You're not going to retake with all these smokes up anyway, so
No, you're right.
you might as well just back. As exciting as it could be and funny as it could be if it actually worked out, it genuinely shouldn't. As Ruler will find Cinder, who's hanging around a little too long. Sadly, the auto sniper is not recovered, Henry.
Well, that's the first round we've seen for Endpoint here in the second half. It's towards B this time. It was a little bit chaotic once again. We had auto snipers, we had AWPs, but ultimately it's going to be Endpoint then.
Money.
Yeah. You feel like those cavalier purchases of the auto sniper stuff wasn't really justified ultimately, but we'll see what happens in round number 20 here. We are going to have a buy indeed from Reason here. We did have some saved weapons previously, so a deagle for Karma. We do have Thomas on the AWP, who has been good with that weapon before, and it will be Ruler with a decent spawn trying to get there before the smoke. No smoke deployed. Quite rare to see that, but I guess they had the orb towards middle trying to find the first frag. Cinder now finding some presence there towards B storage, but his teammate Karma surely goes down, standing in the flames, gets tagged up to 44 HP.
Oh, Cinder's committing to this as well. Try finding Mace. You can see Thomas still sticking around in this one, and Cinder's trying to find an angle to work with. Lovely stuff from Cinder. Going to find Jesp. 3 players remaining do have utility, but they seem a little baffled as to how that even happened. Mid completely open. The CT side split 2-2.
Well then. Reason Gaming looking to reset Endpoint after winning the previous round. They'll only have $1,400 into the next. If they lose this one, it's looking quite likely this one. They go towards the bench, but it's not shut out. That will make noise. Doesn't give everything away. Obviously, can just shoot it out and not commit, but they will be indeed. Mighty Max looking towards headshot. Can't find the first kill just yet. It's Cinder. Takes down the bomber. That's going to call for the rotation. At this point, just wants to stay alive. But he keeps challenging. And his teammate presumably going to drop after him as well. I feel like Cinder just needed to stay alive a little bit longer there. Just stop the rotation, to stop the cross to the bomb site, hold a deeper angle, more defensive, and play with his teammate. And now the 2-on-2 goes back in the favor of Endpoint.
If anything, it should be the other way around. Kamapanga only had the deagle. He could have been baiting him in maybe, but it is what it is. 30 seconds left. As the Molotov burns, the cross gets denied. Bomb yet to go down. Cryptix, of course, having it in hand. Planting at the back, planting for Vents, planting basically for his teammate here. Ruler, hopefully things don't go as bad as before, as it's Thomas and Cray on the retake. Utility, 1 flash left, and a clean fight to be found against Cryptix. I'm not sure how he... Ooh.
Oh.
Nice, is it? Lovely shot there coming in from the retaking boys.
Looked like that was a open shot case for Endpoint there. That 2-on-2 there. The crossfire set up as well. CT's of a lack of utility. Just had to hit the shots there. Ruler has been so good throughout this 2-map affair. Unfortunately, can't find the headshot there, and Reason Gaming steal the round away. Luckily for Endpoint, though, they did get the bomb down, so not a complete disaster in terms of the money here, but this shot here, that should have been an instant kill for Ruler there. Unfortunately, can't land it. So it is going to be 12-8. They do force into this one. It's not going to be the prettiest of buys, but they do hit an AWP, 2 deagles, and a couple of AKs to work with as well. So if they don't win this round, Lauren, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be the 2-0 for Reason.
thing is as well, Reason is starting to have fun with it.
Ooh.
They're starting to look, you know, a little confident. Maybe that's going to be, that smile's to be ripped off their face. Rula with a nice little shot to begin with. We saw his AWPing before. And this is the thing, I hope people don't look at this game and then forget how close Train was, because it was an incredible affair. Go back and watch that one back rather than watching this. If anything, at this point, these two teams have just, you know, very different situations now. The game's completely changed. But Cinder's going to be pushing up towards B, playing a little close towards the box, base towards Connector. And at this point, Endpoint, they seem to be completely absconding away from A. I do hope they kind of return to this. They're able to get a good couple of kills on it, open it up. Cray, though, to find Charlie Pickles. That's a big blow to come through now. Just with only a Deagle, you kind of need your firepower in this one. Cryptic's not landing shots either. Cray, overstaying his welcome, though.
Well, here we go. That has to be a kill from Mates. They can't quite control the spray. The bomb we planted there. Open plant as well. Could find himself in a spot of bother here, but Thomas doesn't commit to the wide base there. It's going to be a 3-on-2 situation. Cinder coming in from A storage, but Jets surely a guaranteed execution here. There it is. One bullet is all he needs. And Thomas now probably just has to save the AWP. So it's Endpoint recovering there. Suddenly was a force buy, 2 AKs in the AWP of 2 Deagles. But it's going to be Endpoint taking the round. Thomas to save the AWP here. Should be able to do it. I think they've got plenty of them. I'm not so sure. Have a look at their cash next round.
Kind of hard to tell at the moment.
It's not too bad. Oh, okay, so yeah, it's actually pretty devastating. If Thomas doesn't save this AWP, they're pretty much guaranteed to be on eco. But saves the AWP, they could potentially justify forcing around it. He could drop a couple of UMPs potentially, but I don't really think that's worth it either. They'll probably take a conservative approach. Regardless, there it is, Endpoint 12-9. Not this one just yet, but certainly hasn't been exciting me that they're going to be taking this one as from what we've seen so far. But here's the replay from Mighty Max. That shot, Mace really had an opportunity to find that kill, but couldn't land the shots. Jess there, as you said, the easy kill from CD Spawn. So they do go all in. Deagle's fully committed here, so they will be forcing around this AWP. Cinder, the final by CZ. They have got that aforementioned UMP. Thomas on the AWP himself goes towards B storage, trying to find the first pick here, but won't be gifting anything just yet. Flashbang, not that effective, but it's going to be Mighty Max. Fast boost towards middle as he tries to find the first pick.
Did like the stack in towards Connector, though. Did give them a little bit of a shot over the smoke, but Cryptic's to find Karma is already a bit of a, I wouldn't say devastating blow, but it's an annoying loss this early on, 30 seconds basically into this. You don't want to be losing our players with all that utility sort of burn through. You can see Thomas, again, trying to find room to play with that up, trying to bring it into this round, but flashed out of Connector. No real ground play. They can go towards Highway, though. That's been a difference maker. No one's really been playing. They've been having free reign to kind of be a nuisance towards A. Generally, it's Cray who's been able to do a bit of damage, but then sadly has to fall away from it, or just gets completely locked out. But you can already see the reason kind of out of this round. There's so much ground control by Endpoint. They have middle, they have Highway, they have A. They have it all, essentially. It's just Cray maybe can do something here, but it won't be much. Cray does get one. What? How's he found a second? And
finding all sorts.
I don't understand this. I don't know how he got away with that, but he did. It's still very unlikely for Thomas here, but he's going to give it a good go. A 1v2, it's far more feasible than the first situation you saw them in. Flash comes out, no one's crossed towards main. One towards site, one towards quad. You're going to see the first angle being held. Ruler now challenge a swift play from Thomas. Oh, it's brilliant!
Oh, bit of showmanship there as well towards the end. It's the CZ. It's Endpoint there, a blunder of a round. That should have been lock in there. He had no grounds to win that whatsoever, but high-flying antics there with the CZ in hand. Finds the first kill. I'm not sure why Simi doesn't just face straight away there. Panics a little bit towards the quad, but it's Cray, like you said. Almost no chance to win this round, but they're not really working together. Presumably they can hear him rushing in. You want to just face him at the same time, not giving him two separate situations, a 1v1 in that respect, especially when you've got the CZ in hand as well. But still, there it is. Reason Gaming one step closer to making this a 2-0, their first win of the entire Elite Series here. So that'll be great just to finish it off in that respect. There will be another force buy from Endpoint, maybe just a full-on A-rush. Lauren, they've had enough. Call the A-rush, go for it. Incendiary's dropped Cray to defend.
Cray. How much can you do? Lovely work from that. They are going one by one. Oh, this is horrible to watch. Charlie Pickles can still land shots. There's no taking away what they can do as individuals, but you need to play as a collective. You're going to go in like that. You've got no synergy left. It feels like this team's...
Yeah,
it's done.
That was one of those rounds you just like, you can't be bothered to think the strategy. Just gone for the spread out of A-rush one by one. No real method behind the madness there either. So no bomb going down means they have to force by here. Reason Gaming now in touching distance are finding the 2-0, at least map point for that prospect. Force by from Endpoint. Deagles, 1 Tech 9. In terms of utility, they have got 3 smokes and a few flashbangs to work with, I think 6 of those. So what's the play here? Went for the A-rush in the previous round and going for a default with the pistols. So Cinder, first chance to find a headshot there, can't quite do it.
not sure what they can muster this time. Well, Thomas is already going to find Jesper middle. It looks like they were trying to play through it, but no opportunity there. I think there's still a player over by A soloing out. It's Cray. He's been doing a good job here, to be fair. For someone who was quite quiet on the first map, a little bit less of an impact, he's at least holding his ground. I'm hoping he spotted them towards A main. I'm not sure if he did. I don't think he spotted them out. Mighty Max is able to break through. This could be pretty important here, but Rule is so far away, and Mace is able to isolate one towards A. That means that pretty much Mighty Max is left to rot over here. Good work from Ruler, but massive amount of damage taken just to get that one kill.
Well, a chance here. Well, as I say that, it starts to evaporate. Ruler going down, and Mighty Max in a 3 versus 1 scenario. Minute to work with here, but the bomb's down. I think it's in towards Squeaky Door as well. He might find this kill, but not even that. That was a low HP Mace, but can't find the bullet. And there we go. Series point here for Reason. Looking with a 2-0. As I said, their first win of the entire Elite Series so far. They've had 2 draws and 4 losses total. In terms of Endpoint, haven't had the best season either. They've had 1 win so far and then 3 draws. So they needed to win both maps here today to even stand a chance of making the playoffs, but it didn't happen. They fell at the first hurdle against Reason, who had nothing to lose here today. And Endpoint, a gutting way to finish off the season for them.
And it's a real blemish on the record. Yeah. They started to look better. That envy kind of, back and forth that happened, these big performances that came through, but truly a disenchanting way to possibly end this. Unless maybe something happens, but it looks like this could be maybe a little resurgence just at the end.
Okay, why not?
Bring it a little closer. Let's see if there's something to be done. Mighty Max just chucking the bomb over. It's unlikely this retake works out, but you never know. Stranger things have happened even in this game. Craig going to put the molly down to the back boxes, but that's not what they are. Charlie Pickles is close. Common angle, but Mr. Pickles always seems to hit his shots. And Mace now left in a 1v4. Choosing to back away. Molly's still not perfect for the CT side, bear in mind. This could still get close, but it shouldn't happen. It should be stopped. You can see the cracks, or should I say the complete and utter separation in Endpoint here. They do not look as that collective anymore. So this one should be over, but they're staying alive for now. It should be 15 to 10.
The B rush is the tactic that works out for them, going towards B with the Desert Eagles. The refrags coming through. 2 Reason players there in the checkers as well. Smoke's down. You think they'd get the advantage there, but can only find 1 frag. They get a ton of damage as the T's fully committed. But there it is, double digits for Endpoint. Keeping 3 players alive as well, but still you can hear the music. And it's Reason Gaming 1 round away from doing it. They don't have to force into this situation. They've got a better rounds to work with. Pickles, that was a nice shot towards middle. That was up as well with defense play. And now surely we take an eco from Reason here. As we said, we don't expect any tactical pauses in this particular map, but this is a good approach from them. Just make sure you win the game. Don't start going for spy mode. You don't have to. You've got 5 rounds in the bag here.
Yeah, exactly. I don't mind a little bit of armor, a couple of upgraded pistols, just even out the money. Yeah. But why not? You're still fine. You got rounds to play with, but you don't want to splurge on everything. A bit of a stack towards B. They're going to push 1 player up. Just going to put Cray in a bit of a forward spot. But Thomas again, he's finding work with this CZ. Oh, this guy's a little bit of a master.
Yeah, he does. I like a bit of that. With that weapon, he seems to be a bit of a menace there. That's quite funny. Well, it's Thomas with 2 kills there. He might be the one to close things out here. It's now a 4-on-3 in the CT's favor. They have managed to ascertain the M4A4 as well. So Mace, he's got that in hand. Time ticking away now. We do have still a minute on the clock, but they'll be finishing up towards A. In terms of utility, nothing, Lauren. They can't smoke off highway. They can't flush out towards MPK or quad. They're going to have to go in with straight-up headshots here. This round could fall out of their grasp. And it's Thomas there too, bear in mind. He's been the one who's been a bit of a beast with that CZ. He could make this very uncomfortable. They have to just go in on this. Mighty Max goes through first, and they haven't taken him down yet. And there's Thomas. Another knife to the back, and oh, this could be all but over. A 1v2 to end it in this sort of round. Maybe Endpoint begging for mercy at this point. Just end it swiftly. Ruler, not much of a chance, and a very quiet end to a game. It was all said and done in the first map, if I'm honest. Train set this whole match in motion. And map 2, well, it's the icing on the cake for Reason, but if anything, a bit of a sour taste there for Endpoint. Yeah, I have to agree. It's nice for Reason to finish off the season with their first win as well. But you still have to feel gutted for the boys at Endpoint here. One of the most skilled lineups we have in the Elite Series. Some big names within that team. We've expected them to perform all season, but needed 2-0 here today. Didn't happen, and unfortunately, it all falls apart. So, as the handshakes go down, it does seem as though it's time to hear from the boys on the desk and see what they had to say about that one. Pretty hard to break down, I'm not going to lie. There was a lot of kind of curious things to go through, but guys on the desk, how did you find that matchup?